You're listening to the LoFi Music Academy podcast, your go-to space for all things lo-fi. Sit back, relax, and let's dive into the world of lo-fi music production.
Hi, and welcome to the LoFi Music Academy podcast. I'm Spencer J, your guide through the chilled-out, atmospheric world of lo-fi beats. In today's episode, we're diving into one of the most important aspects of creating lo-fi tracks, choosing the right chord progressions. Chord progressions are the foundation of your track. They set the mood, create the vibe, and often serve as the backbone for everything else you layer on top. But when it comes to lo-fi, the goal isn't to overwhelm your listener with complex musical theory. Instead, it's all about simplicity, emotion, and atmosphere. Today, we're going to explore how to choose the right progressions for your lo-fi tracks. So grab your favourite drink, settle in, and let's get started. Lo-fi music often thrives on laid-back, mellow chords. Unlike other genres, you don't need fast-paced or complicated progressions. In fact, some of the best lo-fi tracks use just 2 or 3 chords throughout an entire song. The key is the feeling behind the chords, the nostalgia, the warmth, the chill vibes that lo-fi is known for. Think of your favourite lo-fi artists. More than likely, their tracks often have minimal chord changes, but are rich in emotion. You'll notice in lo-fi, chords move slowly, giving the listener time to immerse themselves in the atmosphere. Let's start with some simple chord progressions. These are ideal for beginners or those just dipping their toes into lo-fi production. One of the easiest and most effective progressions in lo-fi is a 2-chord progression. Yep, that's right, you heard me. Just 2 chords. A common example might be moving from a C major to a B minor. These 2 chords are only a semitone apart, which creates an interesting tension, yet they kind of feel cohesive. Here's another one for you, A minor to G major. This gives off that classic chill vibe, often associated with lo-fi. The minor to major shift brings both melancholy and hope, which resonates with that nostalgic feeling lo-fi often captures. Remember, in lo-fi, it's not just about which chords you pick, but how you play them. Add some swing or humanize the timing to give your progression a more organic feel. Don't be afraid to experiment with slight timing imperfections. They add to the raw emotional character of your track. Now that you're ready to step up your lo-fi game, let's talk about more complex progressions and the influence of jazz on lo-fi. Jazz harmony is a key influence on the genre, especially with extended chords like 9ths, 11ths and 13ths. A great progression to try out is D minor 7, G major 7 and C major 7. This progression gives a more soulful and rich feeling thanks to those extended chords. You're adding more notes beyond the basic triads, which makes the progression sound more lush and full. Now let's talk about adding some colour to your chords. Lo-fi producers often rely on subtle variations to evoke emotion. Use chord extensions like the 9th, 11th or 13th to give your progression more texture. For example, turning a standard C major chord into a C major 9 can make a world of difference on how your track feels. Another way to colour your chords is through voicing. Experiment with how you play each chord. For example, try playing the root note an octave lower or higher to create a different texture. If you're not sure where to start with your chord progressions, don't worry, there are some great tools out there to help. Platforms like Scalar 2 or Captain Chords can suggest chords based on the scale or the mood you're going for. You can also find pre-made lo-fi chord progression packs online. These are great for getting inspiration, especially if you're new to the genre or feeling a little bit stuck creatively. So, whether you're sticking with a simple 2-chord progression or diving into jazz-influenced extensions, the most important thing is how the progression makes you feel. Lo-fi is all about creating an atmosphere and a mood. So let the emotions guide you. If you enjoyed this episode, please consider subscribing, leaving a review, or sharing it with fellow music producers who might find it useful. Until next time, keep creating, stay inspired, and remember, it's all about the vibe. Take care and see you in the next episode.
Thanks for tuning in to the LoFi Music Academy podcast. If you're ready to start making lo-fi music and want to go even deeper, grab your free guide. Discover the 6 essential steps to create a release-ready lo-fi track from scratch. Whether you're using budget gear in your bedroom or a small home studio, this guide will help you get that polished, dreamy lo-fi sound you're after. Just go to www.lofimusicacademy.com. Until next time, keep creating those laid-back vibes, and don't forget to subscribe for more lo-fi tips and tricks.